Hello everyone, my name is DJ and I'm the head instructor here at the Temple Music Academy in Abbotsford, BC and online. We're here today to do some reaction videos and breakdowns. This time it's going to be an old standard on the channel with AMIRA WILLIGHAGEN. You see, AMIRA was a staple on the channel about a year ago, and I have purposely taken a little bit of a break from AMIRA to let more content expose itself to the world, and we're here today to do a crazy cool song called Nearer My God to Thee. If you'd like to support the channel, please go ahead, click the subscribe button, or you can find us on any social media platforms, even our Patreon page, where you can get behind-the-scenes footage and access to videos like this one a little bit early than everyone else. If you'd like more information on lessons, we can teach you anywhere in the world online or in person at our academy here in Abbotsford, BC. Simply go to the web address www.thetemple.ca. What a trumpet sound. Oh, no, we got to hear that again, because I played trumpet in high school, so this guy's got a fat tone, dude. Oh, my God. Wow. So what's interesting is so much of singing is an internal instrument that it's often described from some of the people I went to school with and whatnot as one of the more difficult instruments, in the sense that, difficult instruments to teach, in the sense of that you can't physically see anything. Like when we play guitar, we can adjust the hand, or clarinet or trumpet, as I mentioned earlier. So what's interesting about vocals is because it's such an internal instrument, it eventually gives birth to these external actions and motifs and movements, which a lot of times are just kind of subconscious. Sometimes they're emotional in the moment. Sometimes they just really lean in and become this whole entity of itself. So it's interesting to see how oftentimes when AMIRA will go up or go down, we'll see her hands go up and down as if to guide the audience where we're going, which really adds to the already power support that's in her voice and her control of a pitch singularly, which is neat. I talk a lot about these vibratos being the shaking of a note, and how AMIRA I just love how she'll do this note and it seems so strong and then a little shake at the end. It's one of the true forms of mastery of vocals that I've always absolutely loved. It's really just, it's 10 out of 10 right now. I dig it. Okay, so there's something important going on performance-wise I want to talk about. There's two main things. Before I forget, because I tend to, which is a great song, check it out, it's by Slipknot. Before I forget, look at what the conductor's doing. He's getting visual cues a lot from where AMIRA is. A lot of times that's because he's controlling the essentials of the group. But the group will have a lot of free kind of movement in their tempo and meter, in the sense of they're going to follow what the vocalist is doing as a leading context. Even even though the song might be very, very strong with its constructive measures, such as like the way it's composed, quill to paper, if you will, they'll take a lot of freedom and envelopment in that, being guided by the vocalist to when they start, when they breathe. A lot of times vocalists will trail over and then breathe to get a strong one. Sometimes they won't because they don't want to ruin the cadence. So there's a lot of stuff to consider when playing as an orchestra backing a vocalist of this caliber. The other thing I want to talk about is what the piano player is doing, where we hear, because I believe it's piano, I haven't seen a harp, so you'll see a lot of arpeggiation, which is a chord played one note at a time. Because AMIRA is so strong in this and we're getting support from a violin context, you're going to hear arpeggiation simply separating the notes of the chord to assist in the song further. It's really cool. See if you can listen for this kind of effect that's going on. Let's keep going. Wow. Wow. So what's cool is the trumpet player hits the tagline to re-envelop and remind us of how important the harmony line was in this entire thing. We're set up by AMIRA doing these wonderfully powerful vocals that are slightly held back in a way, slightly breathy when they need to be. Her shifting up and down is fantastic. And even how opera-style vocals of this allow the whole inside of the microphone as not a faux pas, which is oftentimes considered a faux pas in other traditional forms of vocals. So I love everything about this performance. I love the support that the symphonic orchestra behind her gave. I love the strings, the arpeggiation, the composition, the reimagining of it, and I love the way that we flowed through and had kind of an open-sourced tempo. These kinds of videos are a lot of fun for me, but an even better kind of video is something like this. I don't know if it's actually better, it's just me pointing to another video that I'll put in here in post. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching the video, and remember, it never stops. Watch it go.